Alright, so in order to play MIDI through multiplayer piano, which is pretty simple, a lot of people can do it, you're going to need two things. You're going to need a MIDI controller, and you're also going to need a virtual MIDI piano. What are those things? A MIDI controller, for example, Loopy, is just an external MIDI port, internal MIDI port, as you can see right down there by name. And basically you need that because if you use the default one, which you can't on something like this, you can't set the output to anything but Microsoft GES Wavetable Sync, which is basically your Microsoft audio. You can't set the output device to anything but this or something you installed, a MIDI controller that you installed. So what I'm going to have you do first is download Loopy 1. Go to nerds.de, download, or you can just look up Loopy 1 download, and you'll get it right there, nerds.de. So I'm going to have you download this, install it, and you're basically going to have like a little pop-up here, internal MIDI port. You have a little bit of options with it. You can mute it. You don't want to mute it because if you mute it, it's not going to do anything. But now that you have that, if you have that installed, what I'm going to have you do is go to MidiPiano.net and download MidiPiano Virtual Piano. It's going to be the MidiPiano setup.exe. You can choose the version here. I choose v2.23. Go to it, MidiPiano setup. Download that. You're good. So, what do you do with this now? Well, if you have multiplayer piano open and your MIDI input output is set to Loopy 1, turn everything else off. You open this up. Basically, you're going to get the basic program the first time you open it up. You're going to go to options, and this is what your options are going to look like the first time you open it. Input device is going to be set to Loopy internal MIDI. If it's installed, anything else. But what you want to do in reality is make sure that you play all your MIDIs. The MIDIs that you input here, for example, on a playlist, I have this MIDI in there right now. Just go to it. Oh, that was a fail. Let me run it again. Alright, so you just go to playlist. If you want to play something, go to playlist and you play it. Yeah, it was playing through my piano right there. But basically, just make sure, remember to set your output device to Loopy, turn everything else off. That way, when you play it, it'll play through here instead. But how does it do it? Basically, you just, for this little technique or whatever, to do this, all you really need is a controller so you can output the MIDI through it, because you can't really output your MIDI, and by MIDI I mean your sound, your little document that plays the sound. You can't really output the .MIDI file through anything but an external MIDI controller or your audio. So, as you can see, the only options I have here are Loopy internal MIDI and Yamaha Portable G1, which is my piano, and the MIDI controller that I downloaded. So that's why you got to download an external MIDI. Make sure you install Loopy internal MIDI, and you're going to get it. You're going to get all the options. If you don't, then I can't tell you anything, because that's really all you need to do. Just download it, install it, and you're good. You can use it to output your MIDI to play through it, basically. And before you needed a bot, you can ignore this part of the video if you're done with everything. Just download Loopy, download MidiPiano, set your output to Loopy 1, input devices to nothing, close it, and you're pretty much set. You're going to need to do those options again every time you start this program up. But basically, now I'm going to explain a little bit. Like I said, you can't output your MIDI to anything but like an external MIDI controller, piano, or your audio. So that's why you need that. And it's pretty much simple because you could really use any program for this. Anything that can change you can change the output to any MIDI on your computer. If you can change the output, you can probably do it on that program. It's that simple. If it plays MIDIs and you can change the output, then boom, you're pretty much done. That's all you need, and it's really simple because you can play it, and it's really fast. It's not laggy. It's not like a bot made it with JavaScript. It's really fast. And it's really useful too. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like down below. Thank you very much. Why is the lag? Alright. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If it helped you out, please leave a comment down below. If it didn't, please leave a comment down below and I'll get to you as soon as possible. It's really a simple process, so if you leave a comment, I'll most likely be able to help you out.